What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon, and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about 9 Liars by Maureen Johnson. So technically, this is the 5th book that follows Stevie in her, solving mysteries and her true crime and all of that kind of stuff, but I would categorize it as, the follow-up to The Box in the Woods, which was, completely freestanding from the original trilogy. So, Truly Devious, yes, it's a Truly Devious novel, but it kind of stands on its own. You don't really have to have read those other books to get this one, but if you haven't read them, you're gonna kind of miss some of those character moments. So I will say at least have read Box in the Woods, and I think you're good to go. So 9 Liars is following Stevie as she takes a week trip to visit her boyfriend David in London, and she's really excited about this because David has been studying abroad. She's, been feeling all of these feelings about him not being with her, and then she kind of stumbles upon this unsolved mystery. And if you know Stevie, you know that she just has to solve it. Once she finds out that there's some kind of mystery that doesn't have all of the answers, she has to be the one that solves it. However, I will say that what really made this book shine for me wasn't the mystery. I would say the actual mystery of these 9 liars. They were in the 90s and 2 of their best friends were brutally murdered during a game of hide and seek. That was really interesting. But to me, what kept me going were how our characters were evolving and changing. I would say we get the most character development from Stevie and all of her friends in this book than we have in all of the other books previously. One of the ways that this happens is that Stevie is really feeling kind of adrift. She's a senior in high school. She goes to Ellingham because that's the only place where she feels like she fits in. She feels like she's a one-trick pony where all she can do is solve murders. So all of her friends talking about college and going off and her boyfriend being so far away and thinking of staying there. It's really put all of the stress and anxiety on her, which to me was so relatable because once you hit that senior year and it kind of feels like you're being pushed out into the open, and it's well, I hope you got your life figured out because here you go. And Stevie is definitely going through this. Stevie herself is also just a very socially awkward character, and so for her navigating these feelings is very difficult. So I loved seeing her do that in this book. I also like the way that sexuality was approached in this book because Stevie decides that she wants to have sex with David, and that's kind of a big thing whenever her and David are alone is how are they navigating that. And I think the author did a really good job of just humanizing it. She adds some humor into it, and just the way that Stevie is so nervous and David is able to kind of be there for her, and the talks about consent and all of that was beautifully done. And then you juxtapose that with one of our characters coming out as asexual, and you know me, I'm also asexual, so I loved seeing that, and the care that was given to that coming out moment was just so beautiful. The mystery itself is very, very fun. I do like some of our new characters that are introduced into this story, and ultimately I do like the way that it wrapped up. If you watched part 1 of You season 4, it's a lot of the similar vibes, which was very, very strange, but ultimately I did really enjoy that. And honestly, I am so excited to see where Stevie is going to go next. The way that this book left off was kind of like a cliffhanger. We learned some things about the mystery, but just like the original trilogy, it's whoa, wait a second, what was that? So I'm really, really excited to see where the next Truly Devious novel is going to go. Stevie to me almost feels like a new modern day Agatha Christie, with how you just kept returning to those stories, you kept returning to these mysteries being solved, and I really love that Stevie is that for this new generation. So I'm giving this book an A-. Like I said, it's the character stuff that really kept me going with this book. Of course, the mystery is fun, but man, Stevie gets so much development, and I absolutely love to see it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Top Books with me every week. And that's everything I got for you today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!